Start this motherfucking live though. But as y'all can see, y'all, new book this month. It's in the thumbnail. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. You already know how this go. Like, we about to get educated. We about to get this knowledge because when we get knowledge and we get understanding and we get wisdom and we get experience, we get to excel and we get to thrive. And you know how that go. You get more money. You get more experiences. Nah, but y'all, hold up.
Bro, I just have to think about that $1 million worth of game.
Bro, I'm really giving $1 million worth of game.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta go in the other room because I don't want that music to get me copyrighted. My stomach hurt. YouTube. When I do YouTube, I just think of y'all as like my family. Like I'm gonna provide knowledge-wise, because like I said, when we have knowledge, like we have understanding, and then when things come upon us, you feel me? When things come upon us, we're able to, handle it in a manner that can benefit us. Hold up, I gotta go get a charger. In my life, I'm gonna do what I want. All right, I'm back on here, man. But like I said, y'all, like, if y'all new here and y'all just, new to my lives, what I do is go YouTube live. You know, the goal is every day, but that comes with persistence and discipline and a firm schedule. But yeah, what I do is I read 2 books a month. Hold on. Let me explain that real quick. I read 2 books a month. So what I do is I read my books on here and break it down so then we can become competent of what we learning. Because when we're not competent of what we're learning, then we're not able to execute off of what we just learned. Because what I do is when I learn something, I instantly go apply it in my life, in my experiences. And I figured out the other day, it's this app that I got, and it tell me about myself, I guess so. Like that's the purpose of it. And it said something that, that sparked something in me. It was like when you learn something and you instantly apply it, that's a sign of confidence, I think. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, because me, I really, you know, the person through the understanding of me and learning myself, I learned that like I'm a type of person that is like I look at myself as like a free spirit. Like I'm everywhere with it. Like when I say everywhere with it, like my nose is in everything. Like I have to try new things, see new things, learn new things. I'm everywhere with it. So the word I can use is I'm versatile. Like I'm a versatile spirit. I'm in everything and I do everything. So, that's just a little glimpse of who I am if you're joining. Um, yeah, what I do is make sure y'all watch the last lives too. You feel me? So y'all can get a concept of what goes on here. You know, um, I was on live like 15 minutes ago, but it ended. But what I was basically saying in that live is like, I've been gone for 5 days, but in them 5 days, trust me, my head been in them books. The only time you gonna see me down is when I'm reading. My head down like this. I ain't sad. I'm just learning. You feel me? Like I love learning. I'm gonna just give y'all another recap. I got this book called Think and Grow Rich in 2021. You feel me? My friend gave me the book. Next thing you know, the rest is history. I started thinking and growing rich. I'm gonna tell you what that one book did to me. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you what this one book did to me. I ain't gonna lie. It did a lot, but it did this. Oh! You damn near, you thought you seen the Eiffel Tower when you walked in this motherfucker, huh? But for real though, y'all, like, you feel me? That's what it did. It really said keep learning. You feel me? This wasn't my plan though. You feel me? Like, this is God's work. This is definitely God's work. This is not like, of course, I'm using my human powers, my human forces to like do it, pick up the book physically and do it, but like the spirit, oh my God, you better ask him about it. Shit. Don't ask me why I'm doing this. Ask the spirit that's doing it. And I just really fell in love with reading. Like it really gave me a type of it gave me a it gave me a type of feeling. Like this morning, bruh, I was reading and I was reading and like, bro, like when you with your girl, you with your girl, and y'all know you just blushing over her. That's how it is with the books. Like nigga, I'll be learning stuff and I'll be like, hey, what? I'll be cheesing, cause like that's what books really do. And this is my new book this month that I'm reading. It's called The Magic The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartzer, PhD. His last name not PhD, but like, oh, I think it is. But y'all, like, the last book that I read, hold up. Hold that thought. This was the last book I read. This was the last book I read. It's called The Alchemist. It was one of these. You feel me? Like, The Alchemist was one of those ones. Like, it was really one of those ones. And if y'all was on my lives, of course they're recorded. But like one of them ones for real. Like it'd be like what? Like when I read books, I tell people all the time, like, we got everything. We just need awareness of it. You feel me? We always look outside of ourselves when we trying to seek something. Don't mind myself. I'm trying to make sure, cause look, when people call me, um, I can't hear the live no more. So, I'm just making sure. See, I can't hear the live no more. So, I'm just making sure. See, I can't hear the live no more. So, I'm just making sure. But yeah, I tell people all the time, like, bruh, we 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 got everything. We just need the awareness of it. Like, and don't let that go over your head on what I just said. Like, we always, look outside of ourselves when we feel unfulfilled and These what this book stuff like. Every time I speak, you gonna hear books. I ain't gonna lie, you're not gonna hear nothing else but books when I speak, cause like that's what like I'm accustomed to now. Like y'all know how like other people are accustomed to gossiping. Oh my. I'm accustomed to what I've what I've learned, and when I speak, you know, fucking guys. My fault, cuz. Like my phone is charging. Hold up. Do this. Let me take it. I'm gonna take my phone off the charger for a little bit. But yeah, bro, I need a chair. Hold up. Like god damn. I'm trying to get down here and talk to y'all. But oh my god, this don't look comfortable. It's not comfortable. But yeah, you know how like, people are used to like gossiping. I'm not used to that no more. I feel like it's pointless to talk, you know, if it's about other people or like just gossiping. Like I don't like that no more. It's not like I'm not about to put myself in a situation where I don't have to. If I know you're gonna say some bull stuff, like I don't see why I will put myself in that predicament to do that. So, like these books, man, I'm telling y'all, like, and I know it is way more books out there. Like right now, I can show y'all this one notebook that I got. It got like at least 500 books in there. In my gallery, I got a lot of books. It's like that's what I'm accustomed to doing now, and like this how you know it's real. Like just imagine a kid. When they at the crib, right? I mean, when they out with their friends or something, or like their family, and they're eager to get home to go do this thing. That's like me with books. Like I'm eager to get back to the crib to pick up a book because like of what it's done to me. Like it changed me mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, uh, um, in every aspect of life I could think of. It's more, but like as of right now, that's what I thought of. Like, bruh, like it's definitely a life changing thing, And of course, people come up to me and be like, "Bro, how do you read? I can't read. You like, how do you do it?" But I tell them all the time, like, "Bro, there was a point in time where I was saying the same thing as you, but I had the willingness to pick up that book. My friend, he gave me that book, right? I didn't have to read that, but something in me told me to read that book. I promise you, like, and then around that time in 2021, my brother had left for college. I was like I went through a heartbreak. You feel me? Like, it was around that moment. So I feel like God was like, I don't know who it was. I'm gonna just say it like that. Like, you know, the book was presented in my life, and I had a choice to either dwell on what happened or move forward. And it's like, man, that like it helped me in all types of way financially too. Like for real, like it helped me a lot, and it's going to continue to thrive and get better. Like, there's days where I'll be like, bruh, like I'm reading all these books, but I'm not able to share them because a lot of people in this world they don't want to hear what you gotta say sometimes because they look at you like, oh, he think he's better than me. But it's not even that. It's more so I'm trying to share with you the way of thinking now because we so used to thinking this way. I want to show you another option of thinking this way. You feel me? Because we so accustomed to like thinking negatively and like worrying and stressing. We 20 years old stressing about what? We ain't got no kids and we stressing. I don't see the point in that. And I read that when you stress, that mean you're not finding a way. You know, I read that if there's a will, there's a way. You feel me? So I feel like it's all up to us. Like I hear a lot of people complaining, bro, just about certain things. Like there's no point to complain, should I say. Like we don't need to complain. There's no such thing as complain. There's people out here with nothing, and you know, they go through what they go through. But you know, I just say, bro, if I had to tell y'all something or some advice, I'd tell y'all to pick up a book, bro, for real, cause like that will really change your life. Like it's gonna get to the point where, you know, you gonna want to start sharing it like me. Shit, like I definitely see myself growing bigger and bigger, you know, on platforms sharing like the knowledge that I know. Cause I feel like the knowledge, information is the new key to unlock, trauma, hidden trauma, financial trauma, emotional trauma. Like books is the way to unlock that because all these books are nothing but wisdom and experiences that these people went through. These books, bro, like really just reflect on what you're going through right now and they give you ways of thinking and understanding and being persistent in what you're trying to do. Like this book right here I'm reading, like it's one of them ones. For real. Like I'm definitely gonna read some pages to y'all so y'all could just get a glimpse of this. This book again is called The Magic of Thinking Big. You feel me? Cause I like the world we live in, the world definitely suppresses our, imagination, our way of thinking. It suppresses every aspect in our life to make us feel like we can't get unsuppressed. But like I feel that's where reading got to come in. People don't like to read because they're not reading something that's benefiting them. You go to school, reading these boring books, but they're not interesting. That's why they're boring. But these type of books right here, I'm pretty sure everybody want to think big. You feel me? Everybody want to, grow their wealth. Everybody want to understand hidden traumas and everything, about themselves to continue to thrive. But like I feel like the books is the answer. In this one book I read, they said if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. And that's true because like I'm not trying to racially profile the black community, but one thing like we don't like to learn or read. So then we get the pointing a finger to people and then we get jealous and envious because they got what we want. But the only difference is they had the willingness to do that. Like they took the stand and said, I'm gonna do this. I watched this video the other day and this dude was saying like poor people stay poor because they aspire to be poor. Middle class people stay middle class because they aspire to be middle class. But wealthy people stay wealthy because they aspire to do that. It's all about what we aspire to do in this life. Like I'm not here to preach. Like I'm here to tell y'all what it is. Like I'm young, bro, and I'm learning so much. Like all these feelings and thoughts and circumstances and events that we go through every day in life, like it's all up to us. Like we can't continue to point the finger. Like we create our our heaven and earth here. You feel me? By thinking good thoughts. Like we always thinking about thoughts that don't benefit us. You know, um, I ask people all the time, like what do like a lot of people what I seen about um what I've seen in a lot of people is that they they are more in tune with fear instead of faith. But like with me, like the what I don't understand is like how can you be more in tune than with fear if it fear and then not faith, but like they're both unseen things. You feel me? Faith and fear are like unseen things, but people choose to, you know, pick the fear because I feel like our mind is so accustomed to like looking at the negative side of things. Like it's that's why. But like there's a different way of thinking. You feel me? We can think different, and we just have to be willing. We just have to have that willingness to do that. And if we don't have that willingness to think different, we're gonna keep getting the same results. You feel me? So I think it's very imperative that we change the way we think. Like what I really talk about on these lives is really mindset and just thinking, because if you don't have the right mindset, bro, like you're not gonna be able to exceed. I mean not exceed. You're not gonna be able to excel. You feel me? You're not gonna be able to move forward. You're not gonna be able to strive. You're just gonna be suppressed in the same position, seeing the same thing, same people. You feel me? One thing I can say this year that I learned, even though the year is not over and I'm grateful for it, is don't let nobody change your way of thinking. Like as far as what you have planned for yourself, because people try to put their conditions upon you because they want you to live this way. But I feel like they do that because they actually want to live this way, so they want to put it upon you so you can live this way so they can see it. But we all have unconscious fears that we don't know about, right? But since we're unconscious of them, we go around it. We know about it, but like we don't know about it for real. You feel me? If that makes sense. So I say y'all, like, for real, like it's very important that we work on the mindset. Like the mind is everything. Like the mind is gonna get you from point A to point B. Like it has a destination to go to, but you have the choice to go this route or this route. You feel me? We all have chances and choices every day we wake up. And we gotta put more value in the choices we make. You feel me? I feel like our whatever we have going for ourselves, our choices to align with what we have going for ourselves. If your goal is to um say make a million, I mean not a million, say your goal is to make $1,000 within a month, right? Your choices should reflect that vision, that goal, because it would be wrong if you will go spend all this money knowing that you have a goal to get this $1,000. So your choices gotta align with your goals, your friends. Don't be around people that's constantly spending, making you want to spend. That is not aligned. So everything has to be aligned with what you want to do. You feel me? So that's my quick little talk. Um, I didn't know it was that dark in here. I ain't gonna lie. But we gonna get to read it now. I ain't the camera in a minute. Hold up, real quick. All right, back. I'm back, y'all. My fault. I had to get prepared. You feel me? It's one of those times. But we on here though. We about to get this reading shit going, cause like I had to prepare myself. If you read books, you know you really gotta prepare yourself. Cause look, I only been reading for about it's been 2 years now. No, it's about to be 2 years this year. Like my mind is still accustomed. No, let me not tell myself that. Like my brain is still not used to reading. Cause I went so long with not reading. And now I'm reading, so it's not matching up. But I'm gonna get my point to the brain where my brain is definitely getting it. Let me just say that. Like when I read now, like I'm concentrated. Usually when I read, my mind is drifting, but like I'm concentrated. And that took time. Definitely took time, but it's worth it. Cause I understand now, about but this is one of the ones though. I ain't gonna lie. But this is my new book for this month. And then my other book. Matter of fact, we're gonna pick that book out right now. Cause, you know, it's one of those ones for real. So I gotta pick. Like the small books, like these type of books right here, these really be the ones. Like it really, I'm telling y'all, bro, y'all better read. If y'all don't do nothing, y'all better read. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm telling y'all, I feel like the main focus should be our mindset first. Cause when our mind is right, ooh, I'm telling y'all, like this reading shit is fun. It's really fun once you do it. Cause it's teaching you something you ain't never did. But hold on, we gonna save that real quick. Cause I'm about to read to y'all, bruh. And I'm gonna show y'all why this book right here is one of them ones. I low key want to read the Secret of the Millionaire Mind again. For real. Where's my other books at? I'm gonna read that one. I'm gonna read this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I be geeking too much. God damn it. God damn it. Hold up. I need to step on something like this because I can't even reach it for real. I'm reading the ones for real, y'all. Make sure y'all tap into all my other live videos, bruh. That's all I ask. I just want to help thousands of people, bruh. Because we suffer from a lot of mental things, because we don't have the right knowledge of the mind. I'm going to say it like this. Since we don't know nothing about the mind, 9 times out of 10, when something happens, of course, we're going to get defeated because we don't know nothing about ourselves. We don't know nothing. So, of course, we're going to get defeated and, kill ourselves, But there's no need to do that because all you got to do is just learn. Pick up something and learn. But this going to be my new book. These are my 2 new books this month. YouTube. It's called The Whiteness of Wealth. I'm telling y'all, bro. I do this. This is every day. This is like an everyday thing for me. If I don't do nothing, I gotta read. They always in my book bag. They go with me everywhere I go. That's where I'm. That's where I'm. I'm where I'm at because of these books. You feel me? Because I took the initiative to do this. Because I know what I want to do with my life. Once you know where you want to go, I'm gonna say this. Once you know where you want to go, what you see in front of you is not your problem to worry about because you know where you want to go. You got a vision. You know where you want to go. You know your destination. You know the address to where you want to go. So everything in the present moment, even if it's not, pleasing to you, you feel me? That don't even matter because you know where you want to go. Every day you wake up, you working to get to that destination. You feel me? So the present factors don't even matter. But hold up, I'm gonna take this drink real quick, then we gonna get into it. Cause this book right here, one of the ones. I got 16 days until I leave. 16 days. But I started this book July 29th. You feel me? Because I was done with The Alchemist at the end of July. So I want to be done with this book before I leave for Texas. And when I get on to Texas, I'm going to read this one. Still 2 books a month. That's the goal every month. But we going to read, because look, this book right here, like, I'll be reading. And when I read something good, I got to start reading it and really fathom what the hell they just said. Because it be like that. But we going to talk about this chapter. You feel me? I feel like y'all need to listen to this one. I'm gonna reread this whole chapter. That's how much I want y'all to understand this and how the mind work and how to do things. I'm rereading this whole chapter for y'all so y'all can really, understand, how to continue to thrive and, you know, not so focus on what's in front of us, but where we want to go. Let's get into it. Y'all need to sponsor me, books. Get me on something. One of these days, I'm gonna be helping thousands of people, and they gonna come to me. You know, they gonna come to me. It's all aligned. Everything is connected, and everything is for me, and everything is happening for me, and every action that I do is for me. You feel me? And that's just how that shit go. You feel me? If you ain't with it, then you ain't with it. You ain't aligned with it, you ain't supposed to be with it. You feel me? But this chapter right here, we on chapter 10. Then you ain't with it. You ain't aligned with it, you ain't supposed to be with it. That way. Alright. See, I be geeking when I read books. These books can't do nothing a female can do for me. These books gonna put money in my pocket. These books gonna expand my mind. See, where I'm at in life right now is expanding my mind and not so focused on what's not in front of me. Because in this book I read, they said what you focus on expands. So if your goal is to get out of debt, you gonna forever be in debt because that's what you focusing on. What you focus on, you expand. If you focus on opportunities, you gonna get more opportunities. If you focus on obstacles, you gonna get more obstacles. If you focus on abundance, you gonna get more abundance. You see where I'm trying to go? So don't wake up instantly thinking about what you don't have, because you won't rise above what you don't have if you keep thinking about it. You feel me? So that way, think about that. You won't rise above what you don't have. So if you keep thinking about what you don't have, how you gonna get above that? Think about Think about everything you want to see. What we do is put caps on our mind. We think we can't achieve something because it's so big. We think it's bigger than us, but we really bigger than it. You feel me? But let's get into it. So this chapter right here, we talking about the get action habit. So I'm gonna just break it down for y'all real quick before we get into it. So this chapter I learned is that when we have an idea, right? We all got beautiful ideas, and I look at every idea that comes to me as an idea from God. It's a free idea. We didn't have to pay nothing. It came to us. So I look at it like this: if the idea is free, everything else that I need to bring this idea to the physical world is gonna be free as well. Everything is gonna be aligned with this idea. You feel me? So what this chapter is basically saying is when we get an idea in our mind, what we do is we contemplate, we try to wait on the right condition. You feel me? The perfect timing. There's no such thing as perfect timing, because in that quote unquote perfect timing, what we doing is we adding up everything that is not right to it. We adding up everything in that moment that's saying we can't do this because we waiting on the right condition. You feel me? So he's basically saying what we do is we contemplate on what is not right. So then when it's time to finally act on that idea, it's gone. We lose the desire to do it because we were so focused on what was not right. We was focused on the right condition. We was focused on, oh, I don't have this or that to act on this idea. But I say this to people all the time. If you make a plan, if you get an idea and you make if you get an idea, right, and you make a plan of it, you're going to show whoever you believe in that you going to show them, whoever you believe in, you're going to show them that you serious about this idea because you have a plan. You feel me? I'm gonna give you a good analogy. So think of two ships on the sea, right? Two ships. One got a map and one don't have a map, right? So two ships. One got a map and one don't. Who do you think is gonna get more aligned with where they need to go, their address, their destination? And who do you think is gonna have obstacles, getting to their destination? Obviously the one with the no map. When the thunderstorm come, they're gonna be frightened, scared. They're gonna be filled with all the fear aspects that come in the human's mind. But when you got a map and you got a plan, no matter what comes to you, you got that plan. So you're gonna stick to that plan and you're not gonna deviate from that plan. And that plan is showing the universe or whoever you believe in that you're gonna do this no matter what because I got this plan. You feel me? So I'm saying that to say, y'all, when a free idea comes to your mind and you like it, act on it. Don't wait for the right condition because when you do, you contemplating on what you don't have. You feel me? And next thing you know, it's gonna be in your mental graveyard. In your mental graveyard full of ideas that you never acted on. But that's to sum up the chapter, but I'm gonna read it. Cause that's not all of it. So just listen. It say act on them ideas. You feel me? And when you learn it, act instantly. It say get the action habit. That's the title. That's the title. It say here's something leaders in every field agree on. There is a shortage of top flight expertly qualified persons to fill key positions. There really is. As the saying goes, plenty of room at the top. As one executive explained, there are many almost qualified people, but there is one successful ingredient often missing. That is the ability to get things done to get a result. Following along. Every big job, whether it be operating a business, high high level selling in science, the military, or the government, requires a man who thinks action. Principal executives looking for a key person demand answers to questions like will he do the job? Will he follow through? Is he a self starter? Can he get results? Or is he just a talker? So basically, that's what they ask, in big businesses, militaries, governments. They're looking for a person that will get the job done and that will follow through and take action. That's what the type of people they're looking for. They're not looking for people that just talk. We all talk. I used to be a talker. I used to be to the point where I would say something and I don't do it and I tell other people to do it. But my spirit got so mad at me that it started acting instead of talking. So all these questions have one aim, to find out if the fella is a man of action. Excellent ideas are not enough. Excellent ideas are not enough. Only fair idea acted upon and developed is 100% better than a terrific idea that dies because it isn't followed up. The great self-made merchant John often said, "Nothing comes merely by thinking about it." Oh, y'all hear that? He said, "Nothing comes merely by thinking about it." So you won't get nothing just by thinking about it. You gotta act on it. You feel me? But we don't act on it because we try to wait for the perfect time, the right condition. If we wait on the right condition, then we won't get it done because there's no such thing as a right condition. When you start acting on it, everything is going to be aligned with what you need to do to get this thing into the physical world. You feel me? So let's keep going. Think of it. Everything we have in this world, from skies, from some, damn. I be, see, look, when I read, my mouth move faster than my brain. Let me say that. Everything we have in this world, from satellites to skyscrapers to baby food, is just an idea acted upon. And when I read that, I said, what? I'm gonna read it again. It said everything we have in this world, from satellites to skyscrapers to baby food, is just an idea acted upon. It's just acted upon. That's why we see it in this world because they acted on the idea. They thought about baby food. They thought of an idea of baby food, and they acted upon it. If they would have waited for the right conditions, there would probably be no baby food. You see where I'm trying to go? We try to wait for the right conditions and the perfect time. You don't see the when people be like, I'm waiting for the right time. You don't see that on the clock. I don't see where on the clock it says right time. I see 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It don't say right time. It say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You feel me? You see where I'm trying to go? That's all it say. It don't say nothing about right time. We always wait for the right time, and when we look up, we were so focused on trying to figure out the right condition that we look up and it passed. Time passed. We like, damn. Then we lose confidence. See, that's I'm not gonna say about it because he's gonna say it in the book. It's a as you study people, both the successful and the just average, you will find they fall in two classes. So he's saying successful people and average people fall in two classes. The successful or active, we will call them the activists. Wait, we'll call them the activationists. I say activists. We'll call them the activationists. So I'm gonna just say A for activation. I'm not saying that long word. The just average, the mediocre, the unsuccessful people are passive. We'll call them passivationists. So just think of Mr. A and Mr. P. So Mr. A is the active ones. Mr. P is not so the active ones. Those the ones that postpone things. We can discover a successful principle by studying both groups. Mr. A is a doer. If you also read in the Bible, Jesus said, be doers, right? He said, be doers. Don't just be a listener, be a doer. Hold up. Hold up real quick. I had to bring back the other number. Look, this how I'm going on a little tangent real quick. So this is what I noticed that when you want something, the you the universe helps you to get it. I feel it's not even I feel I know because I seen it. Like when you dwell on something, you gonna bring it into your life. Everybody knows what you think you become. You know what you manifest, you attract. Everybody knows that saying, right? I'm saying it to say when you want something, you gonna get help getting it. Whether that's your friends, the God you believe in, the universe, the stars, the moon, whoever you believe in, you gonna get help, right? So what I've been repeating to myself, if I want to see more results in my life, if I want to see more tangible things, I have to act on it. And that's been in my head for like about a month. And I pick up this book and I open it and it's talking about the same thing. Then I picked up the Bible, right? And it said the same thing. So Mr. A is a doer. We have to be doers. We can't just contemplate on the right condition because it won't be that. The right condition is only gonna come when we do it. We gotta start because if we that's the first important thing to building something, to building wealth, financial success, a business. The first step is to start. Once you start, that means you got the momentum. You feel me? But if you don't start, then shit, it's like, well, you could think about it. All right. So Mr. A is a doer. He takes action, gets things done, follow through on ideas and plans. Mr. P is a donor. Is a donor. He postpones doing things until he has proved he shouldn't or can't do them or until it's too late. The difference between Mr. A and Mr. P shows through in countless little ways. Mr. A plans a vacation. He takes it. Mr. P plans a vacation, but he postpones it until next year. Mr. A decides he should attend church regularly. He does. Mr. P thinks it's a good idea to go to church regularly too, but he finds a way to postpone acquiring this new habit. Mr. A feels that he should drop a note to someone he knows to congratulate him on some achievements. He writes the note. Under the same circumstances, Mr. P finds a good reason to put off writing the note and never gets it written. So look, what I learned in a book is that two things can happen to the same person, but one get rich and one get poor. You know, the same thing can happen to a person, but one's gonna benefit from it, and one it's a dual. Everything is a duality. Everything. You turn the lights off, it's dark. You turn the lights on, it's light. You look to your left, just know you can look to your right. You look up, just know you can look down. You flip a page, you know you can flip another page. It's a duality with everything. So that goes for a person. When a opportunity come, one gonna benefit from it and one not. One could get rich, one could stay poor. You feel me? We all got the same opportunities. We all in the same world. Well, I can't say we all got the same opportunities, but like some people, like I feel like if you're in America, you're in a world full of opportunities. But you have to put yourself out there. In the book I learned, it's not about being the right person. It's not about being in the right place at the right time. It's about being the right person in the right place in the right time. So think of it like this. Say say an obstacle come upon you, right? And say this obstacle is a we're gonna do 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10, right? So the obstacle is a 10, but you're a 5. You're a 5 as an individual, saying like you're a 5 when things come to you, you could do it or you cannot do it. So the obstacle is a 10 and you're at a level 5. So what do you think is gonna defeat you more? Like what's gonna win? That obstacle or you? I mean, obviously the number 10 because number 10 is higher than 5, so that obstacle is going to tear you to pieces because it's larger than you. So if we flip the script, if you are number 10 and the obstacle is number 5, who's going to win? You going to win because you took the steps to learn, to educate, to take action, to experience, to gain understanding, wisdom. You took all these steps to get to a number 10, so when something come upon you that's, dissatisfying, it's definitely going to be like, a walk in the park. Because since you're a level 10 now and the obstacle is a level 5, you're able to beat that obstacle. See, what we think in this world is when an obstacle come, we think that we're not bigger than this obstacle. But the only thing is that we didn't work on ourselves to be bigger than the obstacle. So now the obstacle is bigger than us. And then, that caused a stage of depression. And, the rest is history. So work on yourself. That's all we have to do. We work on our job harder than we work on ourselves. I learned this from this this teacher Jim Rohn. In this book I learned they said when the teacher ready, now they said when the student ready, the teacher appear. You feel me? When you ready, the teacher gonna come. There's a lot of things that I learned within these 2 years of, picking up that book that changed my life. And ever since, bro, I've been going at it every day. I do this every day so I can become bigger than the obstacle when it comes because I'm not living in a fairy tale right now. Problems are gonna come. That's not my intention to attract them, but they will come. I can't not think about that. They will come. But I won't dwell on that. I'm gonna dwell on becoming better as an individual, as growing my personal development, growing my communication, growing my knowledge, my mindset. I'm growing as an individual every day because I'm taking the steps. I'm I'm thriving each day. I wake up individual. You feel me? So let's get to it. So we talking about Mr. A and Mr. P. Mr. A is a doer. Mr. P is the one that don't do it. He postponed things. So we talking about church, how one wanted to go to church and he did it, and one put it off. He was talking about how one took a trip, but one put it off till next year. So you see the difference, right? One do it and one don't do it. Same thing can happen to the same people. One gonna benefit and one not. So the difference, the difference shows up in big things too. So that's facts. Oh, y'all need to hear that one. So I'm gonna say it like this: the little things matter. People, I'm not gonna say because I used to do this too. We neglect the little things, but you gotta understand, right? Say, say you got a car right now that you don't like. You like, damn, bro, I don't like this car. I hate this shit. But you gotta understand, you treating your car trashy. That mean when you get the car you want, you feel me? You gonna trash that. It's like, why would you treat this car just because you don't like it shitty, just because you don't have your dream car? You know, the small things, what you do with small things is what you're gonna do with big things. That's like if you poor at money management and I give you $1,000, you gonna do the same thing what you did with that thousand with $1,000,000. You gonna fuck it over because what you do small is what you gonna do when you get it big. If that makes sense. So he's saying the difference shows up in big things too. So what you do that you neglect, that you don't think is important, is what you gonna do when big things happen. You feel me? If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. So like, if you got an apartment, I'm trying to make sure it makes sense to y'all. If you got an apartment and you like, damn, you dreading about a house, I want this house, and your apartment dirty, what make you think you won't do that to the same house? I mean, your house. You be like, man, I ain't gonna do that to my house because I want that. It's like, why not treat your apartment with the same respect you would treat your house? Just because you don't have it now don't mean you gotta beat this house, beat this car down. You feel me? If that makes sense, I hope it makes sense. So he's saying the difference shows up in big things too. Mr. A wants to go into business for himself. He does. Mr. P also wants to go into business for himself, but he discovers just in the nick of time a good reason why he had better not. Mr. A, age 40, decides he wants to take up a new line of work. He does. The same idea occurs to Mr. P, but he debates himself out of doing anything about it. See, the world put us in a position to where when we got a good idea, we don't think we could do it. And I'm telling y'all, like, all we gotta do is change our mindset. I promise you, that's the first step we should do. Cause when we change our mindset, I know we all chasing money. We all want money because you gotta have money. Don't you can't say money is not important. It's very important in this world. You need it. You definitely you can't be a person. Oh, money not important. I bet you won't get it because you keep saying it's not important. I bet you won't get it. Money is very important. So I'm saying this to say like when you got the right mindset, money is not gonna be a problem. You could spend it, you could fuck it up. Saying I'm not saying fuck it up, but you could fuck it up. But you got that in you to get it back because you know you got the mindset to get it. You don't got the mindset, you ain't got the motion. Ugh. Oh my god, that just hit. Oh my god. Don't steal my clothing brand name, man. Don't do that. I ain't gonna lie. That just came in my head. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to write that down. Hold on. Not me really writing this down. I just like how I sound. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, the difference between oh another thing I'm gonna show y'all. See, look, this is another way how I expand my vocab. Like I'm not about to keep going on tangents because I don't want to get off script. But like this is how I expand my vocab. When I don't know a word, I just go on the back and just write it down. So like when I come upon, because all the books, not saying they say the same thing, but they all definitely, speak the same language, if that makes sense. So like when I approach a new book, I'm already knowing what this means, so I can put my own word behind it, my own definition that is going to make sense to me. You feel me? Hold up, bruh. I gotta get on the ground because my phone about to die. Make sure y'all liking this though. Make sure y'all sharing this. Turning on that bell because my whole intention for this live, but like YouTube itself is to really inform people, you know, and to inspire them. Cause I feel like that's the whole point of human interaction, to inspire and to add value, bro. What's the point of us talking if we not learning nothing from each other? I don't want to gossip. I don't want to do none of that. I want to learn something so I can expand my thinking, my understanding. Cause when we not competent of things, we walk around loose leaf. You feel me? Ah, ah. But we finna get back into it though. We had to move to the ground. All we gotta do is read. People don't think reading ain't it, but I'm telling you, bro. You want to change your results? You better read a book. But let's talk about it. This is my favorite part right here. So it's the difference between Mr. A and Mr. P shows through in all forms of behavior. Mr. A gets things done when he want. Wait, Mr. A gets the things done he wants done, and as a byproduct, he gains confidence, a feeling of inner security, self-resilience, and more income. More income. I know y'all want that money. Don't say y'all don't. Get your mind right. Mr. P doesn't get the things done he wants. Let me read that. Mr. P doesn't get the things done he wants done because he won't act. As a byproduct, he loses confidence in himself, destroys his self-resilience, lives in mediocre. Mr. A does, Mr. P is going to do, but doesn't. Everyone, everyone wants to be in Mr. A. So let's get the action habit. See, there's in this book, I told y'all, but when I speak, I'm gonna always refer to books because I changed my way of thinking. You feel me? So there's two type of habits. There's a habit of doing, and there's a habit of not doing. So which habits are you doing? Are you doing the habits that you want to do to continue to thrive, or are you not doing them? Because there's two type of habits: doing and not doing. You feel me? So we got to get the habits of things. You know, it doesn't take that long to build a habit. All we gotta do is say no. If you got a vision, your vision. Oh my God, your vision is like your vision is like. How can I think about this? Your vision is the big picture, right? But the small things need to be considered because when I speak of the small things, I'm talking about your friends, your choices, your just everything, the small things. So if your small thing is not aligning with your big picture, don't do it. You know, if your goal is to be a fashion designer, you won't pick up a book about romance because it's not aligned with your vision, your goal. You feel me? So that's the same thing as habits. Like if you want to stop smoking, right? You know, take the steps to do that. But don't think that you're gonna master it, like that. It take time. You feel me? So the steps you would take is stay away from smokers. When you got an urge to, just put your phone away and just get away from any store and just walk in the opening or somewhere. All right. So let's get to it. Hey Nova. Hey Nova. Look at Nova, bruh. Nova, I'm reading. I'm reading. She don't care. Nova. All right. So everybody wants to be Mr. A. So let's get to the action habit. A lot of P's got that way because they insisted on waiting until everything was 100% favorable before they took action. Perfection is highly desirable, but nothing man-made or man-designed or can be absolutely perfect. So to wait for the perfect set of conditions is to wait forever. Ooh, when I read that, I said, what? I said, come again, say what? I said, come again, say what? Oh my God. You ever just look at yourself and be like, God damn, I do that. But let me read that again. So to wait for the right time, the perfect set of conditions is to wait forever. Below are three case histories that show how three persons reacted to conditions. So these are just storytellings. Um, Um, I'm gonna read one of them for y'all so y'all can get the concept of there's no such thing as a right condition, right? Because I don't want to go over that because my whole thing is so y'all can understand to get the action habit. You feel me? So let's get it. It say the test of a successful person is not an ability to eliminate all problems before they arise, but to meet and work out difficulties when they arise. We must be willing, we must be willing, we must be willing to make an intellectual compromise with perfection lest we wait forever before taking action. It's still good advice to cross bridges as we come to them. All right, so this story is about so we talking about the right conditions. So I told you about the stories that's in here. So we talking about why JM lives in a new home, right? Just listen to the story, cause when you reading, you really gotta be concentrated so you won't miss it. You know, going with the intention of knowing that in this story it's about to change. It's about to change my life. So going with that intention. Okay, so we're reading about JM and why he lives in a new house. This is about the conditions still, the set of conditions, the perfect conditions, right? So it say in every big decision, the mind battles with itself to act or not to act, to do or not to do. Here's how one young fellow elected to act and reap big rewards. JM's situation is similar to that of a million other young men. He is in his 20s, has a wife and children, and still has only a modest income. Don't have kids. Like, nah. He got modest income and he has a child and a wife, right? Mr. and Mrs. JM lived in a small apartment. Both wanted a new home. They wanted the advantage of more space, cleaner surroundings, a place for the youngsters to play, and a chance to build up equity in their own apartment. But there was a hitch to buying a new home, the down payment. One day, as JM was writing next month's rent check, he became very disgusted with himself. He observed that the rent payment was as much as monthly payments on a new home. JM called his wife and said, "How would you like to buy a new home next week?" She said, "What got into you?" she asked. Why make jokes? You know we can't. We haven't we haven't even got the money for the down payment." But JM was determined. JM was determined. Look at the definition for determined. Because JM was determined, right? Because JM was determined. He was. He was determined to do something. He was determined. It say JM was determined. So I look up the definition of determined, right? To do something. There are hundreds of thousands of couples like us who are going to buy a new home someday, but only about half of them ever do. You hear what he said? But only half of them ever do. So Mr. A or Mr. P, what is he? He's Mr. A. He's the doer. Something always comes up to stop them. We're going to buy a home. You see how he said that? He said we're going to buy this home. This what we doing. We doing this. I don't care what you say, Mrs. JM. You feel me? Cause JM was determined. You feel me? Determined. JM was determined. It's only 9 o'clock. Let's go. I got all this time. Something always comes up to stop them. We're going to buy a home. I don't know yet how we'll raise the down payment, but we will. Well, the next week they found a house they both liked. Quite unpretentious but nice. So the word unpretentious means, I got them notes in the back. It means it was simple, you know. It was unpretentious but nice. It was simple, you know, it was natural, but it was nice for 1200 down. Now the obstacle, now the obstacle, now the obstacle was to find a way to raise 1200. They need 1200 for the down payment if you've been listening. JM knew he couldn't borrow it through the usual channels, for this would encumber his credit. So, you know, it will restrict his credit so that he couldn't get a mortgage for the sale price. Where this right here, where there's a will, there's a way. I like that. Where there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Don't let that go over your head. Let it go in your head. Suddenly, JM got a brainstorm. Why not contact the builder and work out a private loan agreement for 1200? This JM did. At first, the builder was cold to the idea, but JM persisted. But JM persisted. He persisted. He kept doing it. You know, so because he was determined. Them are key words right there. Let me not hold up. Them key words. These are key factors that we need in life. You know, we try to accomplish things when we don't have things that we need to accomplish. JM persisted. JM persisted. So I wanna hold up. JM persisted. I got three things I circled that's very important. Remember I said when you read a book, going in with the intention that something's about to change your life. So JM was determined. JM said we were going to buy this home. If there's a will, there's a way. JM persisted. Them are three big factors that we need in life. Finally, it was agreed the builder would in effect advance JM the 1200 to be repaid at 100 a month plus interest. Now, all JM had to do was to find 100 a month. Mr. and Mrs. JM sharpened their pencils and figured out a way to cut expenditures 25 a month, but that still left $75, which JM would have to raise each month. Then JM got another idea. He got another idea. See, everything is working out because he got these ideas and he's acting upon them, right? See, when we don't act upon these ideas, you know, they go to the mental graveyard. They go in here and they vanish, they evaporate, right? So JM got another idea. So he got another idea because now they need $75 now because they cut 25 of their expenditures. So now they need $75. So now JM got another idea. The next morning he went to see his boss. He explained to his employer what he was going to do. His boss was glad to learn that JM was going to buy a new house. Then JM said, "Look, Mr. T, to work this deal out, I've got to earn at least 75 more each month. Now I know," JM continued, "you'll give me a raise when you feel that I deserve it. What I want now is just a chance to earn more money. There are some things around here that could best be done on weekends. Will you make it possible for me to work them?" The employer was impressed with JM's serenity and ambition. He proposed a way for JM to work 10 extra hours each weekend, and Mr. and Mrs. J moved into their new home. You see that story, like, he had an idea. He was determined to get a home. He persisted in his idea. And more ideas came along with him to get this. And they moved into their new home. You feel me? Let me take a sip real quick, because that was good. Don't think I was not going to act on this book as soon as I learned this. You feel me? Because we get new ideas every day. Ideas is not just a one-day thing. A 70-month trial. All right. So now, let's get to it. The resolution to take action ignited JM's mind to think of ways to accomplish his goal. The resolution to take action, his intention to take action, sparked his mind to think of a way to accomplish his goal. You see, his intention was to take action. His intention was to not dwell on that. His intention was to act on that. JM gained tremendously. JM gained tremendously in new confidence. It will be much easier for him to take action in other major situations. JM provided his wife and child the living standard they deserve. He Had he waited, postponed buying the house until conditions were perfect, there's a real possibility they never would have owned a home of their own. That is so beautiful. That's beautiful. Like, I'm proud of him because that made me just want to get up and, you feel me? Cause like, bro, in this book that I learned, they said the only way to learn is to take action. You feel me? If we don't take action, how we gonna learn? You feel me? We 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 so accustomed to, waiting for, the right moment to start this YouTube, waiting for the right moment to start that business, waiting for the right moment to launch this brand. We always wait for the right moment, but all we have to do is start. All we got to do is just crank the lawnmower and go. That's all we have to do. And then the rest is history. The rest is results. So, good for him. JM, let's get it. So, um, I'm gonna read this right here. CD wanted to start his own business, but Mr. CD represents another case of what happens to big ideas when one waits until conditions are perfect before taking action on those. Um, this is a good one. I want to read this one because this one right here, I had to stop. I had to really stop this book because I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I gotta read this one for y'all. It's only 9 o'clock, so we got all motherfucking night. But I still got some work to do after this. Hey, Javon, I'm going crazy right now. I'm going crazy. You feel me? I'm going crazy.
Good. You hold on. You watch yourself?
Yeah, I'm making sure, like, so when if somebody
I'm
comments,
going crazy.
I can hear myself.
That's turd.
I don't. Only got me watching it.
But you got somebody else.
Oh, somebody else is on
Somebody else
here.
watching your stuff.
Let's say 2 people. Oh shit. It don't show me.
Huh?
It don't show who all on here.
Try to click the. I don't think you can. No. How do you see? You normally could see it right here though. You live right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Go to
Mm.
analytics.
I didn't even know what this was. I just went to it. I just guessed.
Current 2 viewers.
Told you somebody watching you. So keep going. You ain't done.
No, it says right here.
Current viewer.
No, but stop. Like, what are you doing?
View one. I should send everybody this so they can start watching. Everybody gonna be watching this. If I send it, if I post this on my story, you know how much everybody gonna come to this? Then you gonna have to really start reading.
I know.
Bro, imagine if people, this is just the practice though. Because imagine when 1,000, 2,000
I
people
know.
watching.
I know. That's gonna be crazy, bro. I'm gonna have a big ass audience.
Yeah, you're not even gonna feel it, but hey, it's gonna be there. They're gonna be watching.
I know.
This is just the practice warm up.
Nah, they watching now. We just don't see them.
Yeah, basically. They're popping on and popping off.
It's only 9 o'clock.
Wow.
You got all day.
Yeah.
I keep my head high. What up, YouTube? Bruh, bitch, who this fuck? You my bitch, you leaving? Hello, can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Bruh, bitch, who this fuck? You my bitch, you leaving? Hello, can y'all hear me? Oh, y'all can hear me. All right, so let's get it. We back. You feel me? Let's get it. So congratulations to JM. Yeah, bruh. Congratulations to JM. You know, he got the crib, him and his family, because he was determined, persistent, and them ideas he acted upon. So now we got another case of the perfect set of conditions. CD wanted to start his own business, but Mr. CD represents another case of what happens to big ideas when one waits until conditions are perfect before taking action on those ideas. Shortly after World War II, CD got a job with the Customs Division of the U.S. Post Office Department. He liked his work, but after 5 years, he became dissatisfied with the confinement, regular hours, low pay, and seniority system with its relatively narrow chances for advancement. Then he got an idea. Then he got an idea. He had learned a great deal about what it takes to be a successful importer. Why not set himself up in business of importing low-cost gift items and toys? Why not? CD knew many successful importers who didn't have his knowledge of the ins and outs of this business, right? It's been 10 years now since CD decided he wanted to go into business for himself. But today, he's still working for the customs office. Why? Well, every time CD was just about to ready. Damn, let me slow down. So why? Why is he still there? If he had an idea, right? Well, every time every time CD was just about to ready was just about oh wait. Slow down. Every time CD was just about ready to cut loose on his own, something happened that stopped him from taking action. Lack of money, economic recession, new baby, need for temporary security, trade restrictions, and more excuses. All served as reasons for waiting, for postponing. The real truth is that CD let himself develop into a passivationist, Mr. P. He wanted conditions to be perfect before he took action. Since conditions were never perfect, CD never took action. Bro, that's scary. Like, that's real life scary. Like, when I just read that, I just got a little alert in my head like, yo, there's no such thing as perfect conditions. So you better not be like Mr. CD and never take action. Because, bro, we don't want to look up 10 years from now, bro, saying, bro, I wish I could have done this. I wish I'd done this. Bruh, I'm scared of that. Like, that's why, bruh, I'm going to keep going, bruh. You know, there's times where I'll be confused and frustrated because I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But, you know, why not have faith instead of fear? They're both unseen things. So why not put my faith in what I believe in and then act upon it? You feel me? You know, so yeah, you know, hey, I say keep going if I was you. Just keep going. You know, on the other side, remember I told y'all it's the duality of everything. If you confused, just know it's gonna be clarity on the other side. If you frustrated, just know you're gonna be joy on the other. It's the duality of everything. Heads and tail, mustard, ketchup, barbecue, relish. It's a duality of everything. So I'm saying, bro, just keep going. Just show up. Just keep going, bro. Here are two things to do to help you avoid the costly mistake of waiting until conditions are perfect before you act. So right now, they're giving two things to do. So write this down. They're giving us two things to do to help us to act instead of wait for perfect condition, right? Two things. Number one, Expect future obstacles and difficulties. Expect them. Expect them. Every venture presents risks, problems, and uncertainty. Let's suppose you wanted to drive your car from Chicago to Los Angeles, but you insisted on waiting until you had absolute assurance that there would be no detours, no motor troubles, no bad weather, no drunken drivers, no risk of any kind. When you would start, when would you start? Never. In planning your trip to Los Angeles, it makes sense to map your route, check your car, and other ways to eliminate as much risk as possible before you start. But you can't eliminate all risks. Meet problems and obstacles as they arise. Welcome, new viewers. You know, we're going over the book of The Magic of Thinking Big. Because mindset is everything. You know, if you focus on what you don't have, you won't rise above that. You're gonna keep living what you don't have. You feel me? So it say meet problems and obstacles as they arise. The test of all successful person is not the ability to eliminate all problems before he take action, but rather the ability to find solutions to difficulties when he encounters them. I'm gonna read that again because that was very important to me. Meet problems and obstacles as they arise. The test of a successful person is not the ability to eliminate all problems. So, the test of a successful person is not the ability to eliminate all problems. That's not their focus to eliminate all problems. The focus is, but rather, the ability to find solutions to the difficulties when he encounters them. You feel me? So, understand that, but rather their ability to find solutions to difficulties when he encounters them. All right. So in business, marriage, or any activity crosses bridges when you come to them. We can't buy an insurance policy against all problems. Make up your mind to do something about your ideas. 5 or 6 years ago, a very capable professor told me of his plans for writing a book, a biography of a controversial personality of a few decades ago. His ideas were more than interesting, they were alive, fascinating. The professor knew what he wanted to say and had the skill and energy to say it. The project was destined to reward him with much inner satisfaction and money. Last spring, I saw my friend again and I innocently asked him whether the book was about finished. No, he hadn't written the book. He shrugged with himself for a moment as if he were debating with himself whether to explain. Finally, he explained that he had been too busy, he had more responsibilities, and just couldn't get to it. In reality, what the professor had done was to bury the idea deep in his mental graveyard. He let his mind grow negative thoughts. He let his mind grow negative thoughts. I'm going to read that again. In reality, what the professor had done was to bury the idea deep in his mental graveyard. He let his mind grow negative thoughts. He visualized the tremendous work and sacrifices that would be involved. He saw all sorts of reasons why the project would fail. See, done was to bury the idea. See, what he did was, remember what I said earlier, what you focus on, you expand. You feel me? See what the professor did, and we talking about the professor that wanted to write a book. He had this idea to write a book, right? But, years later, hold up. I think I lost the page. Years later, the guy came back and was asking, was the book about done, right? And, he said no. He had more responsibilities. But what the professor actually did in reality was bury the idea in his mental graveyard. He let his mind grow of negative thoughts. And, he didn't do it. He saw all sorts of reasons why the project would fail. He was focused on much he was focused so much on, the idea of failing instead of the idea of thriving. You know? Ideas are important. Let's make no mistake about that. We must have ideas to create and improve anything. We must have ideas to create and improve anything. Success shuns the man who lacks ideas. Success shuns the man who lacks ideas. Don't let that go over your head, man. Feel me? Let's get it. We gotta continue to learn. We gotta learn every day. Every day. Find something you want to do. You feel me? And then do it. And then do more of it. Don't let nobody dictate where you want to go. So, ideas are important. Let's make no mistake about that. We must have ideas to create and improve anything. Success shuns the man who lacks ideas. But let's make no mistake about the point either. Ideas in themselves are not enough. So when he say that ideas in themselves are not enough, he's basically saying like ideas by themselves not acted upon is pointless. It's just an idea. But he's saying ideas in themselves are not enough, so we have to act on them for them to be enough. Because, it's just another thought. But if it's not acted upon, you know, it's not enough. If that makes sense. Um, that idea for getting more business, for simplifying work procedures, is of value only when it is acted upon. I gotta continue to learn and to continue to wake up. Every day I'm happy and excited that I wake up because I get to continue to thrive in this lifetime and to learn and to execute and see results of the work that I put in my life. It's only, you know, we're gonna keep going with this shit, bro. We ain't gonna get distracted. We ain't gonna let nothing distract us. You gotta understand, if you got a vision, then you know what choices you need to make. If you out and you got a vision and being out is not aligned with your vision, you don't need to be out. There's no point to be out. You gotta make the right choices. You gotta make sure your choices and everything gotta be aligned with your vision. It's like strings attached. You feel me? It's a ball and then the strings hanging down. Them strings gotta connect to that ball. You feel me? So do that. So every day, thousands of people bury good ideas because they are afraid to act on them. And afterwards, the ghosts of those ideas come back to them, come back to haunt them. I'm going to reread that again. Every day, thousands of people bury good ideas because they are afraid to act on them. And afterward, the ghosts of those ideas come back to haunt them. Put these two thoughts deep in your mind. First, give your ideas value by acting on them. Regardless of how good the idea, unless you do something with it, you gain nothing. Second, act on your ideas and gain mind tranquility, gain peace. Oh my God. Someone once said that the saddest words of tongue or pen are these. It might have been. Every day you hear someone saying something like, had I gone into business 7 years ago, I'd sure be sitting pretty now. Or I had a hunch. Or I had a hunch it will work out like that. I wish I had done something about it. A good idea, if not acted upon, precedes terrible psychology pain. But a good idea acted upon brings enormous mental satisfaction. Got a good idea? Then do something about it. You got a good idea? Do something. Do something. I had a good idea about reading on YouTube. I really wasn't supposed to do this on YouTube. I was really supposed to set up a podcast, a podcast theme, right? But I'm like, I could still start by going live on YouTube reading. you know, because this is an idea I had and I acted upon it, and it's bringing enormous mental satisfaction. I ain't gonna lie, it definitely do, and that's facts. Got a good idea? Then do something about it. Use action to cure fear and gain confidence. Here's something to remember. Here's something to remember. Here's something to remember. Here's something to remember. Action feeds and strengthens confidence. 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 So it feeds it. It makes it bigger. Action do. And it strengthens it. It gets stronger. Inaction in all form feeds fear. Inaction in all forms feeds fear. Inaction in all forms feeds fear. To fight fear, act. To fight fear, act. To fight fear, act. Inaction feeds all forms of fear. Inaction feeds all forms of fear. To fight fear, to act. To increase fear, you want to know how you can increase fear? Postpone it or put it off. There you go. You want to increase your fear? Do it. I just gave you the answer to increase it. But to cure fear, you want to know how. You like, damn, I wish I didn't have fear. You want to know? Action. 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 All we got to do is do it. Do it. Do it. We gotta 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 do it. Action. 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 The word tomorrow when you wake up is action. Action. Right? To fight fear, you want to fight it? Act. 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 To increase fear, wait. You want to increase your fear? Wait. Just wait. Don't move. Wait. 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 To increase your fear, just wait. Wait. Don't do nothing. Put it off. Postpone it. Wait. But you want to increase, you want to cure your fear. Action feeds and strengthens confidence. Remember that. Action feeds and strengthens confidence. Inaction in all forms feeds fear. Wait. 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 Don't do it. Wait. If you want to, increase your fear. Once I heard a young instructor explain, the jump isn't so bad. It's the waiting to jump that gets a fella. On the trip to the jump site, I always tried to make the time pass quickly for the men. It's happened more than once that a trainee thought too much about what might happen and panic. If we can't get him to jump the next trip, he's through a paratrooper. Instead of gaining confidence, the longer he postpones the jump, the more scared he gets. You want to increase your fear? Wait. Don't do nothing. Pause it. Wait. Wait. Don't do nothing. Wait. But if you want to cure your fear, act. Go ahead. Cure it. Take action. Go ahead and do it. Do it. Do it. Don't wait. Do it. Wait. Don't do it. Wait. Don't do it. Wait. You want to increase your fear? This is how you do it. Postpone it and wait. Don't do nothing. But if you want to cure your fear, take action. It strengthens and builds your confidence. Waiting even makes the experts nervous. Time magazine reported that Edward R., the nation's top newscaster, perspires and is on edge just before he telecasts. But once he's in action, fears disappears. Many veterans actors experience the same sensation. They agree that the only cure for stage fright is action. Getting right out there before the audience is the cure for dread, worry, and fear. Action cures fear. Mm. One evening, we were visiting in a friend's home when their 5-year-old boy, who had been put to bed 30 minutes before, cried out. The youngster had been overstimulated by a science fiction film and was afraid the little green monster were going to enter his room and kidnap him. I was intrigued by the way the boy's father relieved the lad's worry. He didn't say, "Don't worry, son, nothing is going to get you. Go back to sleep." Instead, he took positive action. 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 I don't want y'all to miss that. I can't miss it either. I'm talking to y'all how I talk to me, so y'all just getting it on film. He made a quiet he made a He made quite a show for the boy by inspecting the windows to be sure they were tight. Then he picked up one of the boy's plastic guns and put it on the table beside his bed and said, "Billy, here's a gun for you just in case." The little fella the little fella had a look of complete relief. 4 minutes later he was fast asleep. Many physicians give neutral, harmless medications to people who insist they've got to have something to make them sleep. To lots of folks, the act of swallowing a pill, even though unknown to them, the pill has no medication, makes them feel better. It's perfectly natural to experience fear. 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 And one of many forms. But the usual methods of combating it simply don't work. I've been with many salesmen who try to cure fear, which creeps up on them the most experience of them at times, by going around the block a few times or drinking extra coffee. But these things don't get results. The way to combat the kind of fear, yes, any kind of fear, yes, any kind of fear is action. We have to act, right? Dread making a certain phone call, make it. And dreadness disappears. Put it off, and it will get harder and harder to make. Dread going to the doctor for a checkup, go, and your worry vanishes. Chances are nothing serious is wrong with you. If there is, you know where you stand. Put off that checkup, and you feed your fear until it may grow so strong that you actually are sick. Dread discussing a problem with your superior, discuss it, and discover how those worries are conquered. Build confidence, destroy fear through action. Mm. I hope y'all didn't miss that, cause I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. We can't postpone things because that's how we build up fear, right? All right. Start your mental engine mechanically. An inspiring young writer who wasn't experiencing success made these confessions. My trouble is whole days and weeks pass that I can't get a thing written. You see, he remarked, writing is creative. You got to be inspired. Your spirit must move you. True writing is creative, but here's how another creative man, also a writer, explained his secret for producing quantities of successful material. I use a mind force technique, he began. I've got deadlines to meet, and I can't wait for my spirit to move me. I've got to move my spirit. Ooh. I can't wait for my spirit to move me. I've got to move my spirit. Here's how my method works. I make myself sit down at my desk. Then I pick up a pencil and go through mechanical motions of writing. I put down anything. I doodle. I get my fingers and arms in motion. And sooner or later, without me being conscious of it, my mind gets on the right track. Sometimes, of course, I get ideas out of the blue when I'm not trying to write, he went on, but these are just bonuses. Most of the good ideas come from just working. Ooh. Conscious of it, my mind gets on the right track. Sometimes, of course, I get ideas out of the blue. Just making sure I can hear myself. Most of the good ideas come from just getting to work. right? Hey, y'all can't say I'm not giving y'all game. Shawty my Beyonce. All right. And I'm not trying. How y'all liking it? Action must precede action, right? Action must precede action. How y'all liking it? Action must precede action. Action must precede action. Keep going, y'all. Y'all got this, bro. Don't stop for nobody. You feel me? Like, you gotta keep going. I'm talking to y'all how I talk to myself. You feel me? And I only want myself to thrive. So, likewise, I want y'all to thrive too. Everybody should have the chance, the opportunity to thrive. At least. If we don't do nothing, we get to thrive in this life. To learn. You feel me? To excel, to grow in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and finances. I know we all work to get money, right? So why not fix ourselves and our mindset to go get the money? You feel me? I feel like I can have anything in this world, but all I have to do is just act on it. That's the only thing, and I will get it. And I have to be persistent and determined, and and I gotta keep acting and know that God with me. You feel me? Every day a good day for real. Feel me? So we gotta keep going. Javon, come here.
Yeah.
What was you doing?
Oh, walking the dog and I took a little smoke break.
You smack.
Am I even allowed to say that?
Bro, yes, you allowed to say it, nigga.
I want you to get big like last time.
Damn, you came in here smelling loud.
Bro, I didn't even...
Damn.
Bro, I didn't even smoke that loud. It was a roach.
Yeah, I smell it.
Bro,
It smell like a damn spider.
I mean, I still got it, but,
Why you telling me? You want me to smoke?
Bro, no, you take your little section. I leave your little... You said you want smoke no more, so...
I'm not. 30 days strong, nigga.
Hey, you about to come back hot. Hey, you about to be hot. After. Hey, you take your break, though. That's good.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna take my break. I feel like I'm gonna take my break when I actually have it.
Hey, spray some Febreze at least. That shit long. Hey Nova. Hey Nova. Hey Nova. Come here. Come here. Nova. Come here. Sit. Down. Down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Stay. Don't move. Don't move. Nova. Don't move. Don't move. Hey. Don't move. You better stay in here. All right, let's get back into it. Action must precede action. So what do you mean? Hey, what the hell? What the hell? Y'all tell you to move? Huh? Say no, I'm just playing. You can leave. All right, so let's get it. Proceed. So, action precedes action. What do you mean? Precede. So, action precedes action. What do you mean? I'm getting this for the people that don't know. Proceed. What do you mean? Precede. Pave the way. For the ones that didn't know, action must precede action. Action must pave the way to action. Right? Right? So action must precede action. That's a law of nature. Nothing starts itself, not even a dozen of mechanical gadgets we use daily. So remember when I said earlier is that if we don't start, nothing starts. You know, the first step to anything is starting, right? That's the first step before to anything in life. We gotta start. So action must precede action. It must be followed up. You know, when you and your friends, you know, y'all about to go fight somebody, and bro, like you gonna follow up. You know, action precedes action. You gonna follow up. That's the law of nature. Your home is heated automatically, but you must take action, the temperature you want. Your car shifts gears automatically only after you have set the right lever. The same principle applies to mind action. You get your mind in gear to make it produce for you. You feel me? Like we gotta get into this. We gotta change the way we think. You feel me? We we all beat ourselves down with our thoughts. We think the wrong things and then we feel the wrong way. You feel me? I'm pretty sure y'all know by now, you know, you control the way you think, right? And you control what goes in and out of your mind, right? Nobody else is in control of that but you. So you could beat yourself down or you could bring yourself up. You got the choice. But why choose to to bring yourself down when you got the choice to bring yourself up? You know, it's all about your choice, right? You choose. So it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you, y'all. So y'all got to do it. The same principle applies to mind action. You get your mind in gear to make it produce for you. A young branch sales manager for a door-to-door sales organization explained how he trained his sales force the mechanical way to start each day earlier and more successful. There's a tremendous resistance to the door-to-door salesman, as anyone who has ever sold house to house knows, he commented, and it's hard, even for the veteran salesman, to make that first call in the morning. He knows the odds are pretty good that he'll get some pretty rough treatment before the day is over. So it's natural for him to put off getting started in the morning. He'll drink a cup he'll drink a couple of extra cups of coffee, maybe cruise around the neighborhood a while, or do a dozen little things to postpone that call first. You see what he said? He said he'll drink a couple of extra cups of coffee, maybe cruise around the neighborhood for a while, or do a dozen little things to postpone that first call. So he's Mr. P. He's the one that postponed things. That's what this dude sounds like. We're gonna call him Mr. P. Mr. Put It Off. So look, waking up tomorrow, y'all can use this same technique. When you gotta do something, are you Mr. A, Mr. Doer, or Mr. P, Mr. Postpone, put it off? You know, build up reasons on why you shouldn't do it. So bring that until tomorrow, y'all. Y'all can see each thing that I read in these books, I instantly apply it to tomorrow so I can use it and learn from it. You know, and reap the rewards. You know, we all are human beings that are thriving and excelling and, you know, growing each and every day. We can do this. We just got to do it. I tell people that. People complain a lot. All they do is complain about their circumstances. So do something about it. That's all you got to do is do something about it. You could do it. It's all start in the mind. It starts in the mind, the thoughts. You feel me? Thoughts can turn into things. Right now, like, you just got to do it, y'all. My older brother, he really got me hip to that. Like the mind, like the thinking and the thoughts. Like our thoughts, we create our feelings just by thinking. Ain't that crazy? Like we create what we think. And then we either feel some type of way or something. You feel me? It's really a mind game. And you just gotta put your mind on the positive side. You feel me? We got options, the duality of everything. You feel me? So y'all, we just gotta continue to just keep growing and learning. And peace of mind. Peace of mind is key. Tranquility is key. You feel me? So let's just keep going, bro. Wake up every day knowing that we get to learn something new and we get to excel, every day. Money is not a problem because money is gonna come. You feel me? We are money. So I'm gonna continue to read. So we talking about the dude, the real estate dude. I train each new man this way. I explained to him that the only way to start is to start. I just said that, and I didn't even read this page. I didn't even get this far, and I just said that. So I'm talking about something, right? Don't deliberate. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to write that down. Don't deliberate. So I'm assuming what that means is like don't don't postpone. Don't wait. Don't you feel me? That's what I'm assuming. But we got to see. We're gonna Google it. Cause now, I'm about to know what that word mean now. If you're around people that be like, you don't know that word, you don't need to be around them. Help me learn the word. Of course I don't obviously I don't know. That's why I'm asking, what does that word mean? When you're around people that be like, how you don't know that word? Because I never heard of it, right? So help me learn it. But the right people is gonna help you instead of, oh, you don't know that? Like, you feel me? Right? Make sure you be okay. Deliberate.
Deliberate.
You really got me hit. Oh, deliberate. Like the mind.
Deliberate.
The thinking and the thoughts. Like our thoughts, we create deliberate. Our feelings just by thinking. Deliberate. That's what that means. Done consciously or intentionally.
Deliberate.
Don't deliberate. That makes sense. Don't deliberate. Huh? Deliberate. Oh, so I was right. I was right. So it's two different ones. I'm confused. Deliberate. I'm confused. Don't deliberate. So I was right the first time, but I guess it's like, hey, I guess I was right. So don't contemplate. Oh, I love life, bro, because I get to learn. I get to act. I get the experience. Ugh. I'll be feeling good every day I wake up, bro. There's days where, I'm a Gemini, so like, there's days when I know I'm about to Gemini. I'm about to Gemini. Get away from me. Because I will Gemini. You feel me? Hey, a nigga will Gemini on you. Don't do that. Isn't that crazy? Like, we create what we think. And then we either feel some type of way or something. I'm finna Gemini. Back up. I can feel when I'm about to Gemini. But like, I don't run from my emotions no more. I sit with them to understand why am I feeling like this. And then when I understand, I'll be like, dude, I just thought of this. That's why I felt like this. I just created this thought that did not benefit my vision. So let me change the way I think. And guess what? I'll be thinking. That's why I'm a very optimistic guy. I'm not negative. I'm not ignorant. I'm on top. You feel me? Like, get with it. So listen. I train each new man this way. I explained to him the only way to start is to start. Don't deliberate. That don't make sense to me, but I'm gonna read it. Don't deliberate. Don't postpone getting started. Do this. Just park your car, get your sample case, walk to the door, ring the doorbell, smile, say good morning, and make your presentation. All mechanically without a lot of conscious thought. Start making calls this way, and you break the ice. By the second or third call, your mind is sharp. See, I like this because, like, it's giving me the steps to use what he just said, but in my experience. Just park the car, get your sample out, walk to the door, ring the doorbell, smile. Like, just do. He's giving me steps to use. Like, this is why I like this shit, bruh. Cause now, when I wanna say, for instance, I wanna talk to, I see a cute girl. You feel me? And I'm just postponing and putting it off. No. Go up to her, ask her name, ask her number. You feel me? Ask her how old she is. You feel me? Like, do these things. Next third, fourth girl you approach, your mind is sharp. So y'all, I'm gonna close it out with this one. I hope y'all learned something. It's not even a hope. I pray y'all did. I pray that y'all took something away from this live about action and habit of action. About just doing it. You feel me? Like, all we gotta do is do it. The magic of thinking big. I'm thinking big. It was very good. You feel me? I appreciate all y'all, man. All the persons on my live. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. Just know I'm gonna come back with some more fire. And I'm gonna close it out with this one, man. I hope y'all learned something. It's not even a hope. I keep saying hope. Make sure tomorrow. Just know if you wanna stay fearful, just wait and postpone it. But if you wanna cure your fear, you feel me? You know, take action. And that's gonna build and strengthen your confidence. Continue to walk with God.